Hello, it's Big Chad, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chad's Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. For today's lesson, we're going to take a look at a selection from my second book, Trading Wisdom, 50 Lessons Every Trader Should Know. I have a separate playlist for Trading Wisdom here on my YouTube, and the entire book I'm making free in the Trading Encyclopedia playlist. We're doing one lesson at a time for the Trading Encyclopedia. We're going to do lesson 39. I have a separate video on principle of polarity as well, but this will pair well with it. And it's lesson 39. So essentially, one of the most important things you'll learn about TA or technical analysis is the basics of supply and demand levels as they're expressed on the chart. They're expressed with key support and resistance levels. And when we think about these support and resistance areas, they are where the supply and demand have balanced out, right? And that is where key levels are made, and that's normally where you find the most volume as well, at these key levels, right? And what's an important thing to understand is when that key level is flipped, it will go from being support to resistance, or go from resistance to support. So as I say here, when a certain chart level has been tested and then rejected on multiple occasions with time in between those attempts, we'll talk about it, that's a well-established level, right? So if the bulls are able to break over the level and come back and retest it, it should be support. That is the principle of polarity. When a broken resistance level is retested, it's a throwback. When a support level is retested, it's called a pullback. So let's take a look at what I'm discussing here. There's a lot to think about. So when you have a price level, ideally the price level is formed by multiple tests with time interval. That means there's a time in between these attempts. Multiple price attempts as well. So here we have support. It's support. Support. It comes down. Now it's retesting it from the underside. Support has become resistance. This is called a pullback or an underside test. In this case up here, if it had broken above and come back and retested it, that would be called a throwback or a bullish retest. We see here rejected. So this really well-defined support level turned into really well-defined resistance. Going back to the lesson, the more times a level is tested, the more important it will be in the future. And if that level is eventually broken, that break will carry more significance given how many times the price level interacted with it. So this lesson is about the principle of polarity, but it's not just that. I would probably rename this lesson if I was rewriting the book. It would be something about how a level is formed and what makes a level an important level. And this talks about that, multiple time points and what the significance of the break is. And support becomes resistance when broken, throwback, a test from above, pullback, a test from below. Lesson 39, Principle of Polarity. And this is for the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Chad's Trading. This selection from my second book, Trading Wisdom, 50 Lessons Every Trader Should Know. Find me on Twitter at Big Chads and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. Folks, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Big Chads out.